Yeah. How's it going? Sorry.
What's up?
Oh.
Hello, everybody. This is Terracin, your favorite cyber girl. I have with me tonight Cass Warfox.
What's up?
My beloved Mr. B.
Greetings, motherfuckers. No, I'm not dead. I had this thing called days off and I had to get shit done. So don't worry, I'm okay. But now I'm back at work again.
A very special guest star, Mr. Jeff Goldblum.
You should have put sunglasses on.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Hello, everyone.
And I think later, Accelerate is supposed to join us, and hopefully a couple other people, including Tyro, as soon as he could get the fucking link going. Tyro
He's running around, but he said he was going to drop.
And Wolfie says he got kicked off Discord, so I guess Discord is acting up.
Wait, what? How the hell did he get kicked off of Discord?
He's got kicked off of Discord.
Like banned from Discord or just?
No, he was in the middle of a show.
Oh shit!
And now there's only like 3 people in Discord in
Wait.
his voice chat.
That's weird.
Are you telling me he literally got kicked off that pervert stream he was trying to do?
No, I think it like rebooted on him.
Oh,
Weird.
that's a possibility. I had that happen once.
And
Tyro, find me on Twitter, same name, everything like that, and send me a message or send me a friend request, and I will send you the link via Twitter.
Yeah, and Foster said his Hangouts wasn't working, like that YouTube couldn't connect to Hangouts or something, and then he couldn't jump in through the link either.
I don't know about you, but for some reason on my PC, my Discord is continuously stuck on connecting, but it just does not finish.
You know,
It does that on my phone
today too. Like
You
when
might
we were
have
streaming, I was using it on OBS, and we were streaming. Discord was just not working quite right, and then as soon as I clicked off the stream, Discord started working fine again. Now I have really good internet. Can't figure out what the fuck.
Yeah, and for me, I'm right next to the router, so.
I say conspiracy.
It's the only part. It's the only answer.
They're trying to get rid of us because we're not INCSOC approved. You know, we're not left-winging anti-American commutards and shit. So they want us off the fucking YouTube and everything.
Is it just me, or is this by trying to stop them?
As to whether or not they're actually doing anything is the real question.
Okay, so get this. Someone tried to hack my roommate's PayPal.
Oh, boy.
Lovely.
Jeez.
How do you know that?
Because it got locked down, and they told her that someone tried to hack it, that they exposed it to inappropriate websites.
Uh-oh.
She thinks it's the dark web. I highly doubt that they can actually say it was on the dark web. They can say
it's probably 4chan.
I could say that they can say, it was used on inappropriate.
Well, then the question
sites.
has to be, who the hell did you piss off?
I ain't pissed off nobody. People get
Somebody has
pissed
to be
off at me.
pissed
I'm
off.
just like, okay, whatever, see ya, and that's it. I leave it be.
Yeah. But yeah, something has to be where someone's pissed off enough to go through that effort, because, it's kind of a
Either
big deal
that
to
or just
do that.
some jack off that, wants to, I'm actively asking for money for my new sewing machine. And they're just like, oh, money in a PayPal account.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you're
could be.
asking people for money. Some people are going to take it a certain way. And
Well,
try
that's
to
why I say,
get some info off of you.
donate. It's not like I'm saying have a gun to your fucking head and say, give me all your goddamn money.
That's not what I'm saying. But I
I
get
know.
where you're coming from. You just got to be careful when you say those things.
No, I think it's just some jagoff that decided, oh, let's fuck with this person.
Yeah.
It's bad for my roommate, but luckily it wasn't my actual account. So.
No money's lost?
Oh no, there's money on there, but no, it hasn't been lost.
Doesn't she hang around a couple of ne'er-do-wells? I mean, you don't think maybe one of them might have done it?
No.
Their security's pretty good though, right? Like if something's fishy, they just shut the whole thing down and then contact the actual owner usually, right?
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
They're ever since Anonymous kicked them square in the nuts, they've been pretty good about their security.
Rip.
Excellent.
Oh, I think you're borging out.
Oh, anything else fun going on?
So I cooked dinner tonight, and I made accidentally made poached salmon instead of sautéed salmon. But I made poached salmon, sautéed asparagus and mushrooms, and cheesy broccoli rice.
Nice.
Tasty fucking food, man. That sounds good.
And, you know, we asked the kid if he was hungry. He was like, yeah, you know, and roommate made him a plate. And then he decided he didn't want it and threw it in the dog's bowl.
Rip.
All right.
Was this child beaten? Because he should have been beaten. He should have had a nice hard fucking weapon with a belt.
So I went off on him about you don't throw away food. His mom was like, don't yell at him if we're throwing away food. It's just food. I'm like, no, it's the fact that, you know, my food stamps. Yes, I'm on food stamps. I'm homeless and I have no job and I'm fighting for disability. I have to eat. Anyway, you know, my food stamps paid for that. And she was like, well, I'll just buy some more salmon. I was like, no, don't do that. That's not the point. The point is he needs to either tell us he doesn't want, you know, give it a taste, tell us he doesn't want it. We'll put it to the side and someone will eat it later. Or he can eat what the fuck he's given.
That boy needs discipline. He needs a lot of discipline, and so does his mother. Or to the oven they must go. This thing I've yelled at that woman repeatedly for is she needs to discipline her child. She can't just sit there and be all Hingle McCringleberry with her kid, because her child will grow up to be a crack addict piece of shit.
Yep.
But I'm sorry, I'm not a restaurant. I don't cook food specifically for people the exact food they want.
Yeah, and you shouldn't have to. She's not your fucking kid. You're just taking care of her because she's off Donkey Teeth McCringleberrying or whatever. You know,
I swear, Burnside, we work out. This is not going to be an issue because they will eat what the fuck they're given.
Mm-hmm.
Kids will do it when they're hungry enough.
Oh, that's my whole thing too. Is, you know, don't give him food and, you know, any other food, and unless it's what he's being, you know, he refused to eat.
Yep.
But
So
alas, it
that's
is not my
that's
child.
child abuse now, so you can't do that.
Bullshit, I can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I get what you're saying, but, you know, that wouldn't fly with me. I'd even look at the judge and go, I'm not wasting my money on piece of shit food that's just going to make them fat. I'd rather them eat something healthy. If I'm eating healthy, so will they.
Well, I mean, Scoob, I think maybe you might be able to speak. Yeah.
They're like, oh, you don't like the food your mother cooked? Well, I guess you can not eat then. Your choices are don't eat or eat the food that's there.
Exactly.
I even got those starving children in China speech.
So did I.
Work on me. But yeah, being hungry did though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, well, I don't know. Like when I was a kid, the thing with the old man was like, if you didn't eat what was on the table, like, okay, you're getting sleep for dinner. And that was it.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it's so hard for these people to do this to their kids. Like, oh no, you know, he needs his energy. Well, if he wanted his energy that badly, he or she would have sat down and ate what was put in front of him.
People are terrified of negative reinforcement. They think it's somehow going to turn their child into a serial killer or something. And I bet you a lot of people are afraid of the state too, because like I said, man, it's getting. I mean, I'm not a parent, but I hear stories, and it doesn't sound easy anymore. Not that it ever was, but it sounds considerably harder
Oh yeah.
Let me see if I can find this. You guys keep talking, but don't go too far from the topic of disciplining children, raising children, please.
And you know that, I mean, like, the schools are so up your ass now. Like, you got to basically approve everything through your school. Like, you know, they'll fucking call the cops on you for disciplining your child if the child doesn't.
Yeah, like, oh my god.
Yeah, my mom used to let my goddaughters get away with eating what they wanted. And I would cook dinner and I wouldn't make them something quote unquote special. And she's like, oh, well, just cook them some chicken nuggets and fries. No, I made this dinner. They can fucking eat it. It's better than just eating ramen.
I dated a girl who was raised like that. She was the worst fucking person. Like that her mom would make a separate dinner just for her.
Oh my god.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, God.
Fucking their fucking birthday.
Yeah,
you know,
for like a real reason.
Yeah, birthdays.
I'm not. I actually had to do that when I was a kid, but the reason was I have an intolerance for pork, and the Sunday sauce was every part of the pig but the oink. So I'd have to eat the jarred shit because I would get deathly ill the next day. I wouldn't be able to go to school because I got a really bad intolerance for pork.
Yeah, it wasn't just a preference.
Yeah. But
see,
no,
that's reasonable.
My father took it personal. He was convinced that I was faking it because I didn't want to eat when my mother was cooking. He swore up and down. I had no reason for this, but he swore up and down that I was lying.
Yeah, it's rough. I mean, you can definitely go too far with the discipline and shit. You know,
yeah.
Honestly.
Oh yeah. He was pretty decent as a disciplinarian. He would lay down the law and that was it. That was it. He didn't have to discipline me. If he says to me, he'd say, I said no. That means when he says to you, I said no, you don't ask again. That was it. And you didn't get disciplined. Like once the law was laid, I learned that, okay, if he says, I just say no, that means stop asking.
Right.
Yeah.
You knew not to push the boundaries.
Yeah. If my response was, yeah, but it would stop at that comma because he'd grab me by the hair at that point. And he would grab me by the hair, lift me up and shake me a few times and say to me, what, you don't hear? You don't hear? And that was it. And okay, I understand. And that was the end of that.
Yeah, I mean, discipline does not mean physical, it doesn't mean you have to spank your kids. Discipline is just mostly about setting consequences and following through with them.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. But I mean, then again,
like fucking snowflakes, a little bit of fucking, what's the word? I don't know. Kids need to learn how to persevere. They need to know that life is not a fucking cakewalk. Like you got to deal with some harsh shit, and the sooner you learn that, the better off you're going to be.
And Sin,
in other words, the sooner you learn you aren't special, right?
What's that?
As soon as you learn you aren't special.
The sooner you learn you aren't special, the better.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Not, you don't need to crush a kid, but yeah, they need to learn that you're not, you don't deserve any. You're not better than anybody else. That's the real lesson. The whole special thing. I don't know how much utility that has anyway, but it's about, like you're not any better than anybody else. Like, you're just a person.
Bartender, I thought I heard your voice.
Yes, you did. Tara just sent me the link.
And Tyro, what's up, bro?
Hey. Yeah, Discord finally started working for me again.
Oh, so I wasn't the only one that had that randomly crap out.
No, yeah.
No, it took a while. It only just started working for me.
Wolfie had that happen too. Or Sir Fluffy Butt.
That's so awesome.
I called him that on the Deviant stream.
Sir Fluffy?
Sir Fluffy Butt.
Sir Fluffy Butt.
Sir Fluffy Butt. Oh, okay.
No, but sorry, Sid, you had said something about how, it's hard to feed them sometimes.
Jesus,
that's it, man. That's it right there.
Such a word salad. Holy fuck.
God, fuck.
Well, I mean, I think that was, that obviously is being ironic, but yeah, man, there's a lot of that.
I gotta know, how do you have
a lot more insidious than others? Like the no negative energy thing, that's fucking cancer, dude. You got to experience negative, or you're not going to appreciate the positive. Like, that's fucking stupid.
That's why I hate those
all
awards
pain
for
your
just
whole life.
participating in a sport.
What's that?
I said that's why I hate those awards for just participating in a fucking sport.
Yeah,
no, you either win or you lose.
You don't know how to get better.
You know, I gotta say this because I went to school in like a really big AAA Division I neighborhood, so I knew a lot of jocks. And it was during the 80s, so it was that era out here. We were like one of the first people that they started doing the participation trophies.
Mhm.
So just to be an asshole, I got a trophy case to put all the participation trophies in. I'd have my one friend around the corner was desperately trying to get into the Mets, and he was one of those dicks that had he had a trophy case, and he comes in and he's looking in my room. He's like, "What the fuck is this?" I go, "Oh, that's my trophy shelf, bro." But those are all participation trophies. I go, "Yeah, but I placed, man."
Yeah.
He took it so personal. Like I did it just. He took participation trophies to be like the biggest, and I do agree with him.
Yeah.
But,
It is an insult to those who worked for it.
Yeah, it is. That's part of the reason I did it was just as a joke to bust his balls. But this guy, he was 100% Sicilian right off the boat. His parents were right off the boat. So he stopped talking to me after this insult. But I didn't know it was going to be that bad. But I mean, oh my God, I would bring people over who were like athletes, and just the scorn that they'd look at you for fucking participation.
Yeah, I get it, man.
Should have just taken the whole cabinet, threw it out on the front steps, and burned it, and said, "Here's your participation trophies. Now give me a real one."
Yeah, no, I had gotten real trophies, but I kept those in my office because I'm not an asshole. You know, I put the participation trophies out in the front just to fuck with people when they'd walk in. They'd be like, you know, that was the thing. Like, I'm one of those people. If I do place, I don't want a trophy. I'm a humble person, but it was great seeing people walk in and they're wearing all the sports gear and they take one look at these trophies and they get that look like somebody pissed in their coffee.
Well, it's funny because there's this myth that that people are just born with natural talent. They can just, and yeah, that is true to a certain degree. But most people who win shit, they work really fucking hard beforehand. Like they've dedicated an inordinate amount of time in order to be able to win that race. But most people just see them win the race, and they get resentful. They have no appreciation for just how much fucking work talent actually is.
Yeah. Well, I always break it down to people like this. If everyone was talented, we wouldn't have professional sports. If everyone was talented, we wouldn't have professional artists. And in another respect, if everyone was talented, you wouldn't have pornography. Seriously. These are all separate talents if you want to really look down at it. I mean, they're all different uses of one's skills. I know comparing pornography to art, people are like, how could you do that? Well, have you seen art lately? And the same goes with the music industry. I mean, let's be realistic.
People who try to make those distinctions, ask them how to define art, and they're not going to give you a clear answer.
Yeah.
That's because they're postmodernist. A clear definition is known as I have done thing that I cannot do.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you exactly the definition that I gave of art that got me pitched out of an art class in Nassau Community College. They said to me, because it was one of those hipster classes, they said, okay, can you define art? I said, yes, I'll define art right now. Art is what is achieved by the few that is appreciated by the many.
That's one way
I can see why.
You can't really define it. It's not mathematical. Art, you just know it when you see it, and it's not worth debating.
Yeah. And that probably would have got you thrown out just as fast as the answer I gave.
Oh, yeah, I got thrown
How
out.
the fuck?
Marxists.
No. I keep putting Ben in timeout, and it's not working.
Oh. Who the fuck is Ben?
Why are you putting him in timeout? Oh, because he's spamming?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa, what the heck?
He's the only one in chat.
Well, we got somebody in chat spamming the shit out of us?
Yeah, wanting to talk about the economy.
Yeah.
Oh, is it that little commie guy?
Read the room, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, I'd love to talk I'd love to talk about the economy, but if he's a commie, that means he's not going to understand anything. He's too.
We're talking about the economy now.
Don't waste your time lecturing Riri's. It's not. Yeah. Life is too short.
Yeah.
The commissar would take his life before I could educate him.
Let me see here.
Oh, speaking of communists, have you guys seen the action going down in Portland right now?
No, what's happening in Portland?
No, what's happening?
There's
now?
Veteran Mountain Man.
Yeah, Antifa and some of the Patriot guys were having clashes. Yeah, they had this guy named Rufio. Apparently, I was watching some of the live streams. Huh?
Rufio's the name of one of the Lost Boys in Hook.
Rufio. Families
That's probably where
much up there?
nickname from. But I mean, he's a big dude. But yeah, like Antifa has like metal batons, pipes, bottles. They're like throwing at him guys, beating people over the head. He would just wade in and wham, just knock them out in one punch, one after another. But only as they attacked him. Like he didn't attack them. He let them come at him. And so self-defense. He got arrested, but they were throwing M80s apparently, like little firecrackers, throwing those around.
M80s are not little firecrackers. M80s will fuck you up. That's a quarter stick of dynamite.
Yeah, M80s are pretty high grade for fireworks. Those can actually harm you.
Yeah, they're apparently throwing those around into some of the crowds. It was pretty violent, but Antifa mostly got beat up. They got slammed pretty hard. They lost.
Yeah, I don't think
that sounds about right.
Realize just how much respect the opposition or the people who are against them are showing up to this point. I think they're going to bite off more than they can chew one of these days, pretty soon.
It's coming soon because people are getting really tired of their shit. And I tell you, if they're keeping this shit up, when we go to more, I'm going to ask. Or I'm going to pass around a petition asking if we can get the RICO laws going so we can start putting these fuckers behind bars. So they can go from professional domestic terrorists to professional prison bitches.
Yeah.
No, that was a petition. That was a petition some while ago to get Antifa declared a terrorist organization.
I wish they would. Why don't?
They've been declared a domestic terrorist group, but because of all the Democrats going around protecting them, no one's fucking put them in prison. In large numbers, like in large spots. They've taken small jabs at them here and there, but typically they want to have them to be like the bike lock faggot, where they have to literally bludgeon someone near to death, or they have to like cause an actual fucking riot and get caught individually. The whole group needs to be fucking gutted, cuffed and stuffed in a prison camp.
Yeah, why doesn't the FBI target them the same way they did the KKK? Just like send the agents in, get their numbers, boom, raids. You're done. You're in jail. Bye.
Because they took the orders from the Clintons and friends. That's why. Because here's literally how the whole fucking thing with Antifa and them goes. All right, it starts with George Soros because he's typically the money bag guy for anybody who wants to do this crazy shit. Then it goes to the Open Societies Foundation and some of their handlers. And then it goes from them to Bob Avakian, who's the head of RevCom USA. He's been a big fucking American communist leader since like the 60s. And it goes from him to a handful of smaller organizations like Refuse Fascism, which is basically Antifa support. You said Tides?
Yeah. Wasn't that another one?
Might be actually.
Tides is the one that is they're the Tidewater people.
You guys remember the footage? I'm not sure if it was a Battle of Berkeley or one of the later ones, the ones that came after that, where the cops were back, like a couple blocks back, leaning against their cars, and some people with cameras went up saying, "Hey, there's fucking violence going on the street. Why are you guys standing here? Why aren't you doing your job?" And the cops are like, "We'd love to, but we've been told to stand down. Go talk to the chief of police."
Right.
Yeah,
so
that happened.
I'm pretty sure I heard something like that about Berkeley in particular.
Yeah. Cops ordered to stand down. Yeah.
Yeah, this was on video. Like the cops are like, "Yeah, we know. We can't do anything."
Yeah, that's the problem, is these mayors and these governors and the rest of these fucks call the police chief or the commissioner or anyone else who's in charge over at whatever city police department and tell them to stand down or they'll get fired. That's the problem. Is you literally have these fuckheads who are abusing their governing powers so that they can incite riots and get reelected because, all these little fuckers are getting up to the age of 18, so they're allowed to vote. And once they vote, they're basically going to vote themselves into immunity, so they can literally go around in their little quasi-Nazi fucking uniforms and beat the hell out of people. They talk about how they're against fascism. They are fucking fascists. They're more fucking fascist than the alt-right.
Seriously.
Yeah. So kudos to the Portland police. They did arrest some people on both sides, things like that. And they did step in. They did keep the group separate.
That's promising.
That whole event was made as a bear trap purposefully.
Oh, you think so?
They wanted to get Antifa to get their token Nazis on a silver platter, which they did, and they wanted to have perfect propaganda so that they could say, all right, we're going to beta test this and see how well this goes. Oh, this went swimmingly. We've got news for a year and 3 months about, all these Nazis and shit and how it's going to be okay to beat the shit out of them. And because of that, you had Richard Spencer and friends start getting the rest of their goose steppers together with their torches, with their little tiki torches and shit, and caused more trouble, which in turn repeated the fucking cycle. One of them while feeding the other is basically what it is. And this causality is what's keeping these fucking filthy Democrats and friends and George Soros' buddies in power. Because as long as these knuckleheads keep going around in cities, fist fighting with each other or attempting to, they're gonna, the rest of these people are gonna be having a scapegoat, a legitimate fucking scapegoats that they can point at and go, because of these guys, you need to keep fucking electing them. Because of those.
The first thought I had in my mind the second the alt-right was an actual thing.
Yeah.
You idiots are feeding them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why whenever I want to talk into these guys, and the thing I do every Wednesday, I tell them, look, don't play into their fucking hands. I understand you guys want to get the fuck away from all this stuff, but you cannot get arrested. You cannot be just like them and start all this sodomous rioting. If you guys want your Wasteland, you need to go out in the middle of nowhere where these people aren't going to go fuck with you and build your Whiteland. Blam, blam, bam.
On a different but incredibly satisfying note,
Trump, so I think the hat was just a troll.
Dude, that's cool.
No,
basically everyone else like, nope, we're pushing this broad out of here.
Wow.
Damn, this thing says we got one person watching the show now.
Damn, that sucks.
And I had 5 earlier.
Huh? Well, I'm watching it, so.
Did we scare them away?
I really don't give a shit. It's probably YouTube being a bitch again.
Yeah, probably. Because now no one is watching. And I definitely am, so.
I'm watching. Okay. I'm flipping between the streams. The cunt stream just lost about 20 viewers.
What?
Yeah.
It's YouTube. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Now it's back to 4 watching.
Yeah.
It's YouTube being a dick.
Going on. Yeah. So
no, I think I know what's going on. Let me just bring up another page here. There was something big, some big stream that was going. I think everyone's watching. Let me see.
Jack says it's buffering like a mofo.
Yeah,
hey,
the kill
Jack.
stream is really big. Right?
Hit me up on Discord or Twitter, and I'll send you a link.
So, long story short, either someone's stealing our thunder or the Russians have hacked our stuff again.
No, I think what it is if it is what I think it is, it's YouTube fucking with people again. They did this.
I know. I just use Russian hacker for stupid left-winger does something stupid on the internet again.
No, we're competing directly with Alex Jones.
Wait, are you shitting me?
Yes,
really?
We're going directly against the Alex Jones channel. He's got 392 watching. And
and we're beat by InfoWars. Okay. I really have to tell them.
And my God. World Class Bullshitters is doing, they're watching the Goonies. So,
yep.
And City Pop Radio is live. So, yeah, we got about 3 other huge streams that we're competing with. That's the reason us in the cunt stream just hemorrhaged about like 30% of our viewers.
Yeah, and the kill stream's got like 2,200 people watching right now. So,
yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, Ralph Retort is a big deal.
Oh my God, that's funny. That's fucking hysterical.
Oh, actually, Ralph Retort is doing a blood sport right now. They're got Medicare versus some guy named Bronx Blogger. I don't know who that is.
What?
I've heard of that guy.
The Bronx Blogger is on what?
Is on the kill stream. Ralph Retort. He's arguing with Medicare. Jim.
Oh dear. We should all.
I do not want to stay for that. Fest. That is a Spurg fest. Is there anybody who's gonna contest this?
Jim's good at dealing with Spurgs, to be fair.
No, the Bronx blogger, that's that motherfucker. I've been fucking going after him on Twitter, and he's been ducking me.
Huh.
He's been ducking. I'm calling him out right now. Oh, fucking prick.
Oh, please tell me Medicare gets in on this too. It'll just be.
Let me see.
Scooby, this could be a shot.
Yeah.
Here, prick. This fucking fake New Yorker. I'm already on their channel.
All right. Dick Daddy says he can't make it tonight. I just got these messages.
Yeah, well, Discord's been poop, so yeah.
No. It's something different.
Yeah, I'm on his server. There was a big blowout, and I'm kind of you saw it, Burnside. I can see why he doesn't really want to do anything right now.
A blowout.
It's drama stuff. It's his Discord. I'm not going to speak too much on it, but basically, one person. It was a disagreement that spun way out of control.
Seems to be par for the course. You had the Brock Zell thing earlier today again, and then you have one of the Cunstream hosts apparently got caught doxing, so that blew up today. So yeah, all kinds of drama stuff going on.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, need a scorecard to keep up with all the players.
So much drama.
Yeah.
I hate drama.
Yeah.
We hate drama, yet at the same time, deep down, we all love it if we're going to talk about it.
Well, if it's big enough. I mean,
I'm not even a fan of daytime drama.
Yeah. If the drama is interesting, if it's about an interesting disagreement, if it's just he said, she said, I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to watch for a bit, but I prefer a good debate over just a straight up argument where they basically just go back and forth repeating themselves until somebody rage quits.
In other words, a Spurg fest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Jack, you're echoing.
Sorry about that. I had to shut a speaker off.
Oh,
Is that better?
Yep.
Yeah. If you're gonna do drama, you gotta know how to do it right. Like, for example, like that's like Howard Stern's bread and butter, but he knows how to keep that shit interesting. Well, at least in my
opinion. Well, my whole take on it is like grand scheme of things. Drama usually doesn't drama never builds anything.
Well, no,
it's very good wrecking ball, but it never builds anything.
Sure, but that doesn't mean there's something necessarily inherently wrong with it. Its entertainment value is something worth something.
Yeah,
hey,
sorry.
What's up, Jack? I just heard you.
How's it going?
I'm sorry. Chilling. Sorry, I was in the middle of trolling Medica's stream.
Oh boy.
No, don't believe him. He was stroking his chicken.
No, seriously, the fucking Bronx blogger is up in there, and he's been ducking me.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
So, yeah, to be more accurate, Scooby's not trolling the Medicare stream. He's trolling one of the victims on the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to respond?
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that nut too. Honestly, I'm not surprised. I'm gonna call it right now. He's losing.
Well, yeah, it's Jim. I mean, yeah. I think
you can beat Jim, but you're not gonna beat him on stream.
Yeah, the only known individual that Jim fears arguing against is Opal. That is the only known person he has any fear of whatsoever. Same with Tonka. Same with AP.
There is one other person. There is one other person in this whole grand YouTube thing who's definitively beat Jim.
Who?
Randomer Cam.
What? No. Jim. They had the debate, and the Randomer Cam sent in the honey badgers, and the debate was resolved in favor of Randomer Cam being a bitch-made nigger, quote unquote.
Well, see, I was paying attention to that thing, and that whole thing would be predicated on if Dr. Randomcam had actually sent in the honey badgers, which that's very unclear. It very well could be that they showed up of their own volition, in which case, that doesn't mean anything. Meanwhile, I caught Randomer's whole catch-up of the whole drama, and I had to come down hard in favor of Randomer Cam after that one. Jim took something stupid way out of proportion, and ultimately...
Well, the Randomer Cam should have just clarified it on stream with Jim then, if there wasn't any real beef. He could have cleared it up pretty easily.
Well, see,
I
that's...
think good.
You want to go first?
No, yeah, go ahead.
Well, see, that's kind of the thing that's been the general consensus on the pro Randomer Cam side. You don't go to stream with Jim if you want to have a good conversation with him. You just plain don't do it.
This is Paul Joseph Watson reporting for Infowars.com live on Chaos120. We are discussing sectarian violence.
That was a good one, Burnside. What's up, everybody?
Hey, XL.
How's it going?
What's up? We're getting beaten out by Infowars, and everybody else is streaming.
Yeah, that's been the theme of tonight, dude. We just were talking about everybody decided to stream.
Yeah, Antoine is streaming right now. There's a cunt stream going. Oh boy, yeah.
And the customer apparently got all their people jacked by Infowars. Absolutely hysterical. We're being beat by the man who's angry about the gay frogs.
No, didn't she hear he was actually vindicated on that point? No shit. There's actually some scientific stuff going around saying, yeah, the frogs kind of are having weird stuff happening to their sexuality now.
Oh yeah, it turns out that
I heard about this. Sargon looked into it, and apparently
those chemicals where there wasn't, a gay club for frogs. You don't know that wasn't just zoned that way.
Hey man, I'm just reporting that there was some scientific stuff floating around that was kind of vindicating him.
Yeah. Was it decolonized science? Because I don't think it counts if it's not decolonized.
So once you get AP in here, he's a frog, he's an expert. We can ask him, hey AP, is this a spot where your people like to, the freaky people of your frogs, is this where they go?
I don't even know if he would know the answer to that question. He's like, I don't know, I'm not a gay frog.
Oh, then once you get Scribelight in here.
You might know a gay frog or two, though.
Oh, come on. He is Kermit the Frog.
In your room, guys.
No, he's Kermit. He's a puppet with someone's hand up his ass. We need an actual gay frog.
Messiah wouldn't come on.
Man, speaking of frogs, dude, I practically fucking hacked one up after doing that Paul Joseph Watson impersonation. God damn. Ugh.
We didn't need to know that, dear.
Oh, Cass had to go, and then he had to come back. Hi, welcome to a dying stream.
Hey, I got 7 people watching. Fuck you.
Yeah. 7. It is going up. Hallelujah.
We're all right.
All we gotta do is outlast the other 34 people.
Yeah. Eventually, people will start coming back.
Yeah. There'll be nowhere left to go.
All I got planned is to go to the Springs tomorrow, so I can stay up all night.
Cool. I'm working till 6 in the morning, so I'm all good to go.
Nice.
Streaming.
Yeah. Gotta love 12-hour shifts with a whole lot of nothing to do.
12-hour shifts, really?
I'm sure you'd love it more if you had a laptop that worked, so you could finally play Fallout 4 with all those mods.
Yeah, once I get the fucker back from the goddamn nerds that are trying to fix it. It just, as of about a day or two ago, finally started being processed. So hopefully it won't take them too long just to replace the stupid graphics card in the thing and ship it back.
You shipped your computer to have a graphics card put in?
No, it's probably under warranty. That's what.
Oh my God, you bought a computer with a warranty?
Yeah, I bought. Here's the funny thing with the fucking computer I got. I originally got one of those goddamn Alienware laptops because it was on sale at Ramp. And then that motherfucker didn't want to work, so I traded it in for a Republic of Gamers laptop. I've had that thing for about a year, and I bought the full coverage warranty and shit from Nerd Tech or whatever the fuck they're called.
Ugh.
And so I took the thing in because I thought like bartender was telling me, I thought I got the Bethesda bug. Turns out, no, it's the graphics card took a shit. So they go, all right, we'll go and have that worked on you and shit, and da. So I give it to them. Now they've been working on this motherfucker.
You mean it's been sitting on a shelf? Probably have looked at it.
Fuck gaming laptops, man. If you're gonna game, build a tower.
Yeah.
If I had the space, dude, I totally would. But I'm very nomadic.
You do know that you can actually get them with like a handle built on top, so you can carry it around like a suitcase.
Yeah, they make very nice portable cases.
Sure.
Yeah. LAN
They
party.
Do any of you guys remember Shuttle PC?
Yeah.
Nope, never heard of it.
Yeah, so it was basically a PC in a box. I mean, they had custom designed motherboards. They were pretty sweet. People used to take them to LAN parties and shit like that. Unfortunately, they were so easy to move around, they would also get stolen a lot.
Well, yeah, naturally. That's badass, dude. Even my ass would consider jacking one of those. Dude, that sounds perfect.
Yeah, you could get one of the small box. God, I forgot their form factor is called, but yeah, it's like the B motherboards or something like that. They're tiny boxes. You get just enough space to get what you need in there to play a game. There you go. It fits. You carry it around. It's all you need.
Actually, apparently they still make them. Do you just Google Shuttle PC?
Yeah,
I'm busy looking at my tower. I actually got one of the latest graphics cards when I upgraded my tower, and yeah, I got a lot of height empty space in there. It'd be really easy to slap a handle on the back, and I could carry it around like a small suitcase.
That would work really fucking well for me.
I remember in my college there was this one nerd guy who actually had like a military green tower with like a I almost want to say an ammo box handle on top.
You know what? That would be perfect for what I'm looking for. Fucking absolutely to a T perfect. Either like army green or like a covert black type of color. That'd be fucking perfect, especially if it had that same style of handle. I could just carry that around and grab a monitor that'd be thin enough so that I could carry it in a bag or some shit.
You don't need a monitor thin enough. What you'd need is to build a like a handler on the side of the tower.
What do you mean?
I'm thinking very crude and I'm thinking very redneck with this one, but quite literally, if you're operating with like a metal tower or something, literally trying to weld a carrying case for the monitor on the side.
I get where you're going with that.
You can pull the monitor out, plop it in, and carry it all with you. Then take it out. Oh yeah,
something like that thing.
You could you could just use this briefcase mod PC.
Oh, that's cool,
dude. That would be fucking perfect for what I want to do.
I've seen those with consoles. Like people will put like Xboxes and PlayStations in those.
Dude, that's fucking awesome. Yeah, if I could get one of those, dude, that'd be perfect. Because then I could just take that case to the same place where I got my car done, and I could get the fucking Kevlar plating on that bitch.
It doesn't look like there's much special to the actual case itself. You just gotta figure out a way to put all the components.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no getting it. It's building it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was about to say, isn't that how building every PC works? You just find a case big enough for everything you want to put in.
Yeah, basically.
There's a few other people that did these. I don't know if you're looking at all of them. Like this one looks slick as fuck. That is badass.
That would be perfect. That would be absolutely perfect.
Burnside, I have absolutely no idea if this place will do it for you, but I got my computer built by someone else. I know some really good people when it comes to making a PC. I don't know if they'll be able to do a custom case for you. However, a place about an hour away from where I live by the name of Milwaukee PC, they built mine. It came with a warranty. I didn't even have to pay for it, and they've been doing really good. They've been doing really good work with from what I've seen.
Nice.
unfortunately, the place is like up around Oshkosh if you really want to make a trip for it. But
I'll have to pay the one off that I've got now, and then definitely consider that. Because yeah, I'm already getting pissed off that I've had to replace a graphics card when I haven't even tried to kill the damn thing. I mean, half the fucking games I've tried to play in that motherfucker are antiques.
Could someone please turn off their vibrator?
That was just ugly, Excel.
It's the love machine.
Oh, there's the one.
Oh, that's probably my fan.
It dispenses condoms.
Do you see the little picture right below it there? The heart.
Yeah, this is it. Not taking. Whoa.
Here you go.
Dude, that's cool.
I had to get one with the only thing that would fit with the configuration that I got has like a glass front or a glass side and all these lights and shit you can put on it. And it's like, fuck, I don't need all. I just want a computer that works.
Some of the shit they
anybody. I live alone.
Sunrise. That was kind of the cheapest. That was kind of the cheapest case I could get for the latest graphics card when I had mine built. It's got a plastic side. The whole inside lights up.
Yeah. Like I don't want all that shit, but
all right, there's your Fallout computer.
Oh wow, look at that.
Oh god. You know what? It actually reminds me of like a military case thing that they were selling over at Milwaukee PC when I was looking at upgrading.
That is cool.
Oh no, when I was first looking to get a tower. Because fuck my old laptop.
Have you ever been to what is it, PC Part Puller or something like that? What is it?
Never heard of it.
It says PC Part Picker.
Yeah, no, I use that to
partpicker.com. They let you build a custom PC and then like link you to all the places where the best price and shit.
Yeah, when I bought my first pre-built PC, I parted out every part on PC Part Picker.
Yeah, me
and
too.
It was $2,300, but this already pre-built one, exact same parts, was $1,800 on sale. So
yep.
The fucking video card market and fucking crypto miners are screwing everything up for us PC builders.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I paid $1,000 when I somewhere around $1,000. Meanwhile, it cost like about $1,000 to get my original tower, and then another $1,000 to upgrade it. And the guy actually pulled a few favors to actually get me the latest graphics card so I could stay up to date.
Okay, so I want to see what's going on inside of that, right? Like you could literally just stick a case inside of that computer.
What?
Or inside of that, yeah. Like there's no way he's just got the components inside that case.
Yeah,
in any meaningful way.
Yeah, this is like an art project.
Yeah, this is not case modding. Like case modding is doing shit like I don't know, probably like this.
Actually, see the case.
Yeah. I mean, that's slick, but it's not unique.
I like the non-case ones where it's just like components like on a board, like in a cool way. Have you seen those? It's not actually in a case.
Yeah, that's the idea. What?
Oh shit.
What? Where's the computer?
It's in there somewhere, I guess.
I don't see it. It just looks like an artwork.
The hell is that thing?
Yeah, I see.
That is a computer.
I see like a brake rotor.
Computersaurus Rex or something?
Yeah.
Computer?
I think that is quite literally a part of his computer arranged in such a way that it is artwork.
Oh, you just like chopped up a bunch of clips. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about shit like this.
Tacked to the back of the monitor, it looks like.
Yeah, that's actually there. You go. Get something like this and just
Jesus, how many fucking fans are on there?
Oh,
you need a lot. You need a lot for those.
GPU, you got one on the power supply and 4 on the fucking cooler.
Yeah, it needs more fans. Not enough cooling.
Those are probably perfectly silent fans too. I bet you that's a nice machine.
That's the fan fetish model.
So I know this shit's old.
Not that many fans.
Do you guys remember Ball's energy drink?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so I used to go every year in Dallas, Texas. They had the world's biggest LAN competition, so it'd be like 2,000 computers. It was sponsored by Balls, and every hour on the hour after midnight, you could go up and they did a Balls call, and you could get 2 balls. I'm surprised nobody died from a heart attack.
Seriously.
Wow.
Like, we didn't sleep for 3 days straight.
That's insane.
There's another art project one.
Yeah, they just
what in the flying fuck am I looking at?
You are looking at post-apocalyptic laptop or PC?
You know, I remember.
No, that's not post-apocalyptia. That is military-industrial complex.
That's so cool looking either way, though. Yeah, I remember those Balls energy drinks. They had the grip to the bottle, and I used to say to myself, if you slam this thing fast enough, you can't let go of the bottle. I didn't understand why they needed the grip.
I just remember it being delicious. It tasted like cream soda, and unlike these other energy drinks, all they did is load it up with caffeine, the good stuff.
I'm going to show my age here. Do you guys remember from the 90s? You remember Orbit?
I do vaguely.
The drink that had the pieces of candy suspended in it so that they looked like they were just floating.
Oh shit! No, I don't think I ever heard of that.
Oh my god, bro! It was I remember, like, I guess it was because everyone was into psychedelics, but you'd see people just walking around drinking Orbit, looking at the bottle like, whoa.
It was like the lava lamp of drinks.
Yeah. No, it really was. That's not an exaggeration. You could sit there and shake the bottle up, and all the little balls in there would scatter, but then they'd all float back to the same position they were in. It was some sort of weird chemistry that they figured out.
Oh,
that is weird.
Yeah.
Oh, they just each one's a little slightly different density. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's part of the reason they took it off the market, because it was too expensive for them to keep producing it.
Yeah.
It's a shame too. Those things would kick ass.
I would like to see.
I just remember chugging Surge in high school.
Hey, XL, one underneath the picture and related images. Is that a dumpster from Borderlands? No, back in the fire, the whole thing. I'm thinking.
Oh, the one right next to it.
No,
that looks like a.
You see in related images, show like 3 of them. There's still like 8 of them and stuff. I'm looking over there, down one, and over to the left. Holy shit! Someone actually made a doll dumpster case mod. Nice. Sorry, Borderlands.
That's pretty damn neat. That's impressive.
Yeah, the only thing with this picture is, like, I want to see it hooked up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought this is fucking cool. A Donkey Kong machine case mod.
You know what they should do with that
the
doll dumpster is when it's running, it has that green light on the front of it, and when it's not running, it has a red one.
No. When you can open the top, check in the internals, and if you open it, it turns red.
That works.
Totally fucking cool.
I think I just completely nerdified your stream.
Oh, that's fine.
When hasn't this?
Dude, we're not complaining in the slightest. You keep finding cool shit.
I'll just search for.
Look at that! Look at that one down there. Somebody 3D printed the save icon.
What?
I've heard that before, dude. For, like, unironically, people who have never seen a 3.5-inch floppy disk.
Yeah, I don't know how this came up in case mod competition.
What the fuck? Is that an actual floppy disk?
Yeah, somebody put a micro SD chip in their SD
Wow. Oh my god, that's so fucking ancient. A floppy disk. Oh, I remember playing Raptor on one of those fucking things.
Dude, that's how far back I go. I used to trade. My version of piracy when I was a kid was trading 5.25-inch floppy disks with my friends.
Yeah,
the actual floppy.
Copied them over.
Yeah.
Remember, like, video games always had that really stupid DRM where you had to have the instruction manual in order to get into the game, or else you were just guessing for 5 hours.
I know of those.
We used to just photocopy them or call each other.
Or like Leisure Suit Larry. We were talking about that the other day.
Space Quest, King's Quest, Police Quest, they all did that. Yeah, that was Sierra Online.
Wow, Sierra Online. Holy shit, you're taking me back to the days of my Commodore 64 and Quick Brown Fox.
Yep.
Sorry, I had to go. If you're all going deep, nerd, I had to whip out my nerd card.
Oh boy.
That's not a computer.
No, sweetie, that's
I
not
know,
your
it's
nerd card. That's your old card. I'm kidding.
That's a bit of column A, bit of column B. Yeah, I know it's not a computer. It's a calculator with a green screen.
All right, that's a bomb.
Yeah, I remember you having to remove my mouse driver to free up RAM so I could play Space Quest.
Yeah, I hated that fucking Commodore.
Yeah.
I wanted.
Remember the first versions of like the King's Quest, Police Quest, Space Quest? You had to type the commands. There was no.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I remember all that shit. What the thing that drove me nuts was I wanted a Mac so fucking bad, and we went to the store. I'll never forget. We went to Toys R Us, and the salesman. I'll give this kid credit. He was smart, young black kid. He took one look at my father, and he sees he's wearing the USS Valley Forge hat on. And so my father's asking about the computers, and the kid goes like this: "Well, sir, this one is designed. It's based on the programs that IBM is using to launch the Polaris missiles." He said this is the same sort of computer that they use. He said, and this one was designed by a bunch of hippies in Berkeley. So, yeah.
And Scooby was a PC gamer ever since.
Yeah. It sucks. It is what it is, though.
The PC.
Oh, why are you saying it sucks? PC's better for gaming.
PC
Yeah,
is the master.
Yeah, but we're talking. My God, I can't believe I'm about to say this. We're talking 30 years ago when I got the fucking thing. I mean, I would have liked something that at least worked. It was just.
It's called growing pains. You get used to it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know. At this point, I'm just.
No,
I'm glad I at
that's
least know how to run one of these
Burnside's
damn things.
case.
Wow,
Yeah, this is pretty sweet.
that is cool.
Now, when I got my 3DO, I had been nagging my parents for a fucking PlayStation.
Oh god, and they gave you a 3DO instead.
They got me a 3DO instead.
I would have cried. I would have literally cried.
You know what?
I'd be crying because that thing probably would have bricked by now.
Actually, all I have to do is replace the laser eye, and it'll work.
That's all you have to. That's all you have to do. The timekeeper battery on those things.
Nope. The laser eye stopped moving.
No. What I'm saying is a 3DO will eventually brick itself when the timekeeper battery goes dead.
No, it still works. I just have to. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they're like going bad as they're starting to really go bad as of last year, and replacing those things is a total bitch because they decided to embed those inside a chip on the motherboard. So
it's inside an IC.
On a 3DO, you actually have to dig out the timekeeper battery to replace it.
You know, that's the one thing when I was a kid I did have a lot of was video game systems. I had a Nintendo, I had an Atari, I had a ColecoVision, I had a Super Nintendo, I had a Sega Dream System, I had a Genesis, I had a Sega CD, a TurboGrafx, Dreamcast, a Neo Geo. I think all of them actually.
Sounds like you had them all.
But there is one very important question.
You know what it is?
The Dreamcast is the best one out of all of
Do
those.
you have a Sega Saturn?
I had a Sega Saturn.
Awesome.
I think you're all overlooking Action Max.
The what?
I probably had that one, bro. If there was a video game system in the 80s and 90s, I had it. You got to realize my father.
So Scooby had a PlayStation.
Yes, I had a PlayStation 1 when they first came out. That actually, that's the thing. PlayStation came out. I was already in college, so I never played the thing. But like when I got those systems, it was because my father and brother and my uncles, they're all Teamsters. So like literally, they would just someone would say to my father, "Hey Junior, does your kid want a video game system for Christmas?" "Yeah, sure." And he wants, "Yeah, okay, here you go. Merry Christmas. Give this to your kid." So my father would come back and come home. He'd be like, "Pachorta, do you want that new game system?" I go, "Yeah, Dad. I don't." "Okay, here you go. Merry Christmas." "Okay, thanks." That's like, I hate saying this, like how I bought my first Cadillac. My brother came home and he goes like this to me. He's like, "How old are you going to be?" "I'm going to be 17. He's like, "Okay, you're old enough for a car. Here, Merry Christmas." And he gave me a case of Tickle Me Elmos to sell.
That doesn't sound terrible. That sounds like your brother was a freaking genius.
These things were also warm as fuck, but
I was gonna say, I'm gonna guess that your brother's part of the family.
oh, that's all Hollywood shit. There is no family.
Sometimes things just fall off of the back of trucks, man. It's just unavoidable.
Yeah. Like I had a friend of mine once. He goes like this to me. He goes, "Scoop, didn't like when you were a kid, didn't your parents go and wait online, and do all that shit?" I'm like, "Bro, my father was a Teamster." He's like, "Oh, yo, my fucking kid needs this fucking game system." I'm like, "That's not how he talked," but yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, he tended to find things that tended to fall off of trucks and trains and what have you in transit.
Oh my god, bro! Not even video game systems. I used TVs, stereos, everything. My god, like my brother was so bad with that shit. Like I used to say to him, "I
companies need to put better locks on the back of their cars when they go over bumps."
Yeah,
no,
seriously.
you got to remember. No, they were throwing it away, and it just happened to work.
He was such a scumbag, my brother. When my father got the tow truck to make extra money on the side, my brother went out and bought red spray paint, and he was fucking spray painting the curb so he could tow the cars.
By the way, XL, 0 out of 10, no claptrap face.
All right.
Oh man.
That's awesome.
Man. Now I'm wishing I was more knowledgeable about computers, because then I probably, instead of with that fucking ROG top, I probably would have tried to. Oh crap, he left.
I just heard from Weibo. She's out of town, and there's supposed to be fireworks, and that's why she canceled. Although I didn't see anything about her canceling, but that was probably me. I shut off all my notifications for Discord on my phone because I was getting like spammed every 10 minutes, if not less.
Crazy.
Oh yeah, that's why I shut a lot of my notifications off or changed them to only when they're tagging me, because
Yeah,
I couldn't get any fucking sleep with the goddamn thing.
I just have them off.
yeah. I turn everything off. I suppress everyone in here, and I only have like mentions notifications on.
I had to find that out later on when someone told me, "Hey, your Discord has just like alerting me whenever anyone posts anything."
Oh my god.
I didn't know.
That got annoying. The first channel I joined, about 20 minutes in, I'm like, nope, turning that off.
That was just me being completely and totally not knowledgeable, though. Like they told me, like, oh, that's a thing. I'm an idiot.
Oh, I feel you on that, man.
No, I just been around.
Well, if we're heading down memory lane, I was going through my small VHS collection. I have a copy of Dragnet.
Nice.
Are you saving over there, Burnside, or what?
Yeah, I know.
No, he's got his vibrating butt plug. Maybe I told you, don't take that to work.
He's trying
No, his table's ready.
Man.
Now, speaking of Discord, that was my phone just buzzing off the table and nearly hitting the fucking floor because somebody was messaging me or something.
Wasn't me.
All right, everybody, message Burnside.
No, I got the thing in my hand so I won't fall and hit the floor. I don't need to break this thing too and take it into Nerds Buy or Nerds R Us or whatever the fuck.
No. You see, I avoid this problem. You want to know how? I get a flip phone that doesn't need to worry about it.
Oh, you're like computing forever, huh?
Yeah, it's like welcome to 1995, sir.
No, that's like a thing.
You asked me honestly. I would not mind walking around with a brick.
An actual brick.
Fucking car phones that you paid like $5 a minute to talk on.
Yeah.
No, like a literal 80s brick phone.
Yeah, regardless, like those satellite phones were expensive as fuck to use.
I wish I would have known how much they were going to be worth. We traded all of ours in.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know. Like 10, 20 years ago when they started first going to the smaller regular phones and they started coming to going to flip phones, we had one of The second brick, not the first one, the big white one, the second smaller one, which was basically half the size. It was like a walkie-talkie still. And you put it to your ear, and you could not use the thing. It got so hot. And I used to say, I'm not using this thing. I'm going to get ear cancer.
You were ahead of the curve.
Yeah, I refused to use it. I was actually kind of glad that the price was so restrictive because I thought the thing was going to kill me.
You know, XL. You want to know why those phones would cost you so much? Actually, I know the reason why.
Yeah, go for it.
Because they actually developed technology that would allow any phone to essentially be its own cell phone tower. Because if you like lugged around like about a handbag sized antenna with you, the phone companies specifically put out a signal to stop that signal from ever getting anywhere.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. It took a long time for the phone companies to basically, I mean, for all intents and purposes, they just all moved to mobile or went out of business. My parents have a landline. That's like the only person I know that has a landline.
I haven't had one for 10 years at least.
Some landlines are still some landlines are still sort of worth it, especially if you're doing like a company thing.
Yeah, no, businesses have them, of course, but it's like for personal use, you're better off just getting a cell phone.
Seriously,
like remember long distance calling being a problem? I know. I mean, I guess it still is if you're trying to dial internationally, but
I don't know. I never had to call anybody.
Yeah, I had a friend that lived in California half the year, and I was limited to talking to him for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's part of the problem that we have over here is they changed it in New York where county to county was considered long distance.
Oh God!
Like I live in
for a while.
I live in Lindenhurst. I got one sister who lives in Massapequa, and I got another sister who lives over in Astoria. So for me to call my two sisters, I had to pay long distance fees. Now
they will gouge you however they can.
Yeah, the one in Massapequa was only about 8 minutes away, and the one in Astoria was about 17 minutes away. But long distance fees, it's ridiculous.
Yep.
Now you see, this is why I don't like it when you say a used car salesman is the most dishonest of professions. No, a phone dealership is the most dishonest of professions.
I used to run a phone dealership.
Well, now you know how I feel.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I suppose I shouldn't say a phone dealership because that's kind of like that's more of a modern thing. What I'm referring to is like the person who sells you your data plan and stuff.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Like
that was me also.
Wireless.
I was actually an area manager for Singular Wireless. I had Queens, Nassau, and Western Suffolk was my area. And then when they merged with,
at least I don't have a reason to bitch about you from the company. So
when they remerged back with AT&T, they cut out all middle management. They didn't even give us like 30 days. They didn't give us 2 weeks notice. We just came in and all the locks were changed.
Yeah, that's how AT&T's based here. That's how they work. Sprint's the same way. I've known people that work for Sprint, and what they would do is they would just send everybody to different rooms, and depending on what room you got sent into, like one room got told, okay, good news, you all keep your jobs, and the other room got told you're all fired.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they didn't even have the courtesy to do that.
Yeah, it would just be an emergency meeting.
Not the scummiest practice I have ever seen.
I came there and I'm trying my key on the lock, and then all of a sudden a new manager comes in. He's like, "Oh, you're Scooby. I'm your replacement."
Well, the Sprint will also lay off just a shit ton of people, and then that same day, those people will get calls saying, "Oh, we actually have a job for you in another department." Right? Like they figure out how many people they're going to fire first, and then refill the positions that same day. They try to do it from within, rather than planning ahead of time and moving people around beforehand.
Still not the shittiest hiring practice I have ever seen.
Oh, it's shitty, but it's probably not the shittiest.
No, I can top it.
Those big companies work.
No, I can top it because some of the people around my area some of the like blue collar places around here would do this. They'd contract you out for 90 days and then fire you on the 89th day.
Yeah, that's standard practice. That's actually what they do around here. Like New York State would keep you at 36 hours. That way they didn't have to pay you for full time.
I think with the contracting process, you actually got screwed out of 90% of what you should have been paid.
Yeah, that's the same thing. They do that here also. Those are for a contractual job. Like you said, something to do 90 days. That's standard fare around here.
Yeah, that's what.
I would be double checking the contract.
Well, that's what some of the factories around here will do. Is they know they're under production, so they'll just hire an 89-day just crude labor force just to cover it, and then fire everybody.
Why is Tara playing Diablo 2?
Because I am.
The new version.
Because she can, and Diablo's a halfway decent game.
Because this laptop really does not have the PC power for Diablo 3.
Yeah, Diablo 3 will fucking lock a screen up. Even my old computer, like if I had my graphics turned up too high, with the GeForce 970 in it, my screen would just lock in the middle of giant 4-man parties. Goddamn particle effects.
Fallout 4 max quality.
Oh, I can't now. I got a 1080 Ti in my machine.
Scooby.
I have.
Yo.
Oh no, I can't see it on the inside. I gotta go in to check it.
So, Scooby, check your messages. I have been going in and essentially, I guess, building you up, calling you the Bronx Blogger's arch nemesis. I've been referring to you that only as that multiple times. You now have several people wondering, wait, who's his arch nemesis? Who's this arch nemesis? Even Bronx Blogger is now saying, wait, who's my arch nemesis? So,
Scooby,
thank you.
Down.
You now have an invite to the Discord, and you could hop on there. He would see you in the Discord chat. You could also ask to get on the after stream. You missed the main stream, but the after stream's on there. Zidane would, if you say, "Hey, I'm his arch nemesis," he'd probably bring you in, and you can be like, "Hey, Bronx Blogger is blah 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 blah." Colorful language here, and he would.
You got to be careful.
Isn't Bronx Blogger that AMCOM guy?
Yeah, he's an idiot. He describes himself as a social justice warlord.
Chill us.
Social justice
chill us,
what?
for the love of God.
Warlord.
Oh my God.
Wait, he thinks he's an ANCOM. Oh, fucking bitch, please.
Yeah, I think I've seen this video with him once before.
He's such a warlord. Why doesn't he go to Chiapas, for Christ's sake?
Well, he's not smart.
Anarcho-communism is great. It's like you get rid of the government and impose an ideology that requires absolute conformity.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you're going to get it to work, but it sounds awesome on paper.
I don't know. It sounds stupid on paper too.
Yeah, it does sound stupid on paper.
Anarcho-communism.
What they have dreams of post-scarcity.
Fucking goddamn hell was it? Serbia? Are they fucking one of those that retard had it? That was fuck. What the hell? I'm having a total brain fart here. What the fuck's that really cold ass has been death zone in Russia, where it's like that giant state where it's like fucking frozen.
Siberia?
Yeah, Siberia. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the only reason it fucking worked in Siberia is because everyone has to work together or they all die. And that was more so just neighbors cooperating than actually.
It also didn't actually work. I mean, how many people fucking died over there?
Right.
Minus the gulags.
Oh.
Yeah, and they still had.
Those are ignore the gulags part. It's all good.
Yeah, well, that and like the Soviet Union, it didn't require the Cold War to collapse the Soviet Union. It just collapsed under its own economic weight.
Yep.
No, it didn't
Well, that's a hate
collapse
fact.
No, XL. I have a much more colorful way of saying it. The USSR fell because Yeltsin went to Walmart.
Yep.
Yeah, basically.
No shit. He actually came back from a trip to the United States crying because holy crap, the Americans actually got food out to the people.
Those are hate
Holy
facts.
crap.
They just didn't do it right.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Bread lines are a good thing.
Hey, I
Yeah,
got it
dude.
from a black guy. You can't just say hate facts.
Hate facts.
I got this from a black guy. You cannot just say that.
Racist hate facts.
No. He's black. You can't say it's racist right off the bat either.
Funny as shit, dude.
Cultural appropriating hate facts.
Wipe the floor with you. was saying, Scoob, wipe the floor with those motherfuckers, dude.
I'll try my best.
You guys, it's fucking
You can do
lunatics,
it.
man.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to look up this Zatane fellow just to see what his shtick is.
Oh, Zatane.
Yeah.
They all have the same basic fucking. It's like arguing with a fucking creationist, dude. They don't have any original ideas. They think they do. They think they've come upon some profound thing, but it's usually just the same old regurgitated nonsense. Because all that shit's been debunked. Fucking.
Yeah, I would equate it more to flat earthers because like there's no logic to what they say and it's easily disproven. And no matter what you say, they're
at the very least.
I think it's the same thing. It's just people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They haven't done their homework, and they think they've hit into something that is somehow profound. But they don't bother doing the research to find out that shit's been thought of and debunked many times.
Yeah, so these guys we're talking about are these people in this bottom left corner here. Notice how guy up top there is he's just baiting them with post scarcity.
Oh God, I love
the hook, man. Take the hook.
Can you send this to me? I love it. It's hysterical.
Oh yeah, no, I can send it to you.
Like how they
but,
think they're gonna
oh, God.
they're gonna peace and love their way into fucking post scarcity.
Yeah, I know, right?
Never underestimate Never underestimate the ignorant power of a hippie on weed and or LSD.
Yeah.
Even the hippies, the actual hippies, weren't that fucking stupid.
I don't know, man. And I've seen.
And they actually tried it. They actually went out and fucking with the conviction of their own beliefs and tried to make a life based upon that ideal, and they failed. And then they gave up and they came back and fucking.
Yeah. Well,
no, they didn't. That trash town in California is still around.
I want to say I don't think they necessarily gave up. A lot of them went into academia and are now Marxist.
That's true. A lot of them.
That's
a good point.
They're just
like,
we did it wrong, but we'll teach the next generation how to do it right.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is because Slag Valley is still around, and there's a handful of people doing stuff there, but it's not very successful because one, they just really want to be left the fuck alone. Two, they've pretty, the only thing they can really do, which they haven't, is accept scrap and repurpose it. And they've pretty much just been taking all the garbage that people give them and just turning it into artwork. I mean, they could theoretically make a pretty decent museum, but other than that, they're really not bothering to be too industrious. They're just, living life.
Right.
Well, they're getting welfare too.
No, they aren't getting welfare.
Yeah, they are. Watch the documentary.
From what I understand about Slag Valley is that the 90% of the people are actually like rich fucks using that as
how dumb what they're doing is.
Yeah.
Speaking of documentaries, has anybody watched the Lauren Southern one, Farmlands?
Yeah. I
haven't seen that.
Dude.
Yeah, everyone here.
What's going on in South Africa is really fucked up, and nobody's paying attention to it because nobody cares about genocide unless it's happening to white people. And while I know genocide is a very extreme term, the way the left throws it around, I think it would qualify by their definition.
Yeah, they think
that's for sure.
Is genocide.
No, XL, I can actually offer a legitimate answer to that question. Nobody gives a shit because it's Africa.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, I'm gonna be absolutely blunt on this one. Nobody gives a shit about Africa because Africa, the world's kind of just made peace with the fact that Africa's kind of shit.
Yeah, but if it was the other way, I mean, when apartheid was around, right? People were screaming about how it was the worst thing ever, which I don't agree with apartheid, but they paid attention. It was in the news.
Well, what's funny is they're driving all these white farmers out. And like what I'm wondering because
and their economies collapsed. They're having problems.
You have to keep in mind, XL, during the apartheid days, there wasn't really much else to focus on.
Right.
That's the usual thing when it comes to problems down in Africa. Nobody pays attention until there's nothing else to pay attention to.
Yeah,
true. Hey,
Yeah,
so,
like
can
What
you
are we
DM
supposed to pay attention to?
there?
It's just white people. Don't worry about it.
Bad stuff happening to white people. It doesn't really matter.
But Joe, speaking of South Africa, here's an example of what an idiot Bronx blogger is. I've been arguing with him a little bit here on the Discord as I try to get Scooby in there. So he's like, "Oh, can you provide evidence that white farmers are being genocided on Discord? Or I mean, on South Africa Discord? Sorry."
So they're straight up saying it's not happening.
Yeah, no,
video evidence and
there is
shit.
no genocide in South Africa. There is no white murder going on. It's all just a bunch of random thugs doing it. And so so he points to the fact that, well, hey, it's illegal to kill people in South Africa. Therefore, the state doesn't endorse it. Therefore, it's not a Holocaust. It's not a genocide.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, well, if the problem being the state has turned a blind
Tyro
eye to
throw
it.
this in his face.
What
I remember in Yugoslavia was nobody was saying that, but it happened anyway. That's a genocide. Why is this different?
Yeah, South African government has told the police that they are not to investigate the murders of white farmers. So even though it's still illegal, the cops don't do anything about it. That's the state. And he's like, well, can you provide official legal documentation on that? And like, so you
who's
want me
going to admit to that?
You want to admit state documents talking about the fact that the cops are corrupt when the cops being corrupt is bloody obvious, you moron. And I'm like, I'm just mocking him.
No, you don't provide legal proof that the cops are corrupt. Being corrupt predicates there is no legal documentation.
Yeah, that kind of.
Where did you just drop that at? I'm trying to find it.
I put it in Scooby's Democratic whatever convention channel.
Thank you.
Thank you, because I want to take a look at it too.
Oh, didn't I post it in there? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I forgot.
Oh, you did post it in there.
Ah!
I mean, I guess they could have made it all up and made a carefully edited and doctored video to drive this agenda. Like, what would she be gaining out of doing that documentary? Because she doesn't really do much with it. It's just like, here's a fucked up things going on. See you later, everybody. So it's like, what would she gain out of making it all up? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, because Lauren Southern's not a Marxist, therefore she is a propagandist. Remember?
Yeah, it's just weak. It's just such weak fucking denial.
This is dead on fucking accurate. I love it.
So who's the weird all red commie sickle thing?
Which one? The
whole thing's red.
Oh, dude, no, those are.
That one's socialist.
Yeah.
I thought the one holding the rose was as in civilization of labor.
That's the full communist.
That one's democratic socialist. The one with the rose, that's democratic socialist. The red one with the 4 and the hammer and circle is full on socialist. Well, and then the top one in the upper left is communist.
No, the one in the top left was. I have never seen a symbol for socialism straight until now.
Yeah, that's like Venezuela socialism.
Sorry,
so honest democratic socialism.
Yeah, the democratic socialist one is that one in the dead center in the red there that has the fist with the rose in it.
Yeah.
I know that. I know that symbol. It's labor, right?
Yeah. Anytime on Twitter, if you see a rose in someone's name, that means they're a socialist.
Really?
Yeah. Very, very European thing. Reminiscent of the Fabian Society, if memory serves.
Well, the DSA here in the U.S. uses it as well.
I love how.
What are you guys looking at?
Hold on. You want me to screen share it again? It's that same meme I was screen sharing.
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah, I didn't really get a good look at that.
Yeah, I'll just screen share it again. I took it off because I thought we were moving on, but now we went back to it.
Sorry.
I could dissect this meme all day long.
Yeah. We could probably talk about it forever.
I love the Chris Cantwell in there. I love how there's like Chris Cantwell's not a ball; it's just Chris Cantwell.
Yeah. You don't even worship Pinochet, you cock.
That's hysterical. That's why I think this one's like dead the fuck on. Yeah, you've got Cantwell, you've got the alt-right, you've got the Democrats and the Republicans. got the two different types of libertarians, and then there's this new thing I didn't even know over here. Like there's the voluntarists, and there's I guess a black market version of that. I guess
black markets matter.
Yeah. Oh, it's fucking fun.
I haven't even seen that. Then you got the God. What are these fucking people in the bottom? Oh shit!
How would Black Lives Matter way down?
Black markets
right
matter.
Libertarian.
No, Black Markets
matter, not Black Lives Matter.
Black markets.
No, it's black market, so it's like
Black Lives Matter.
It's the underground economy. People
Yeah.
can like define the law in order to do economics.
So I'm usually around Go Team Purple, and
they're not retarded anarchism. Then I guess.
They're not the Prims. I think the anarcho-primitivists is one of the balls on the bottom there. The being spooks.
No, the bottom is that what it is?
I think one of the ones on the bottom.
What are they doing up there? Being spooks.
Yeah, the anarcho-primitivist one is that red one that just says green on it. That's pretty much what that one is. The black and red one.
I thought that was just Green Party.
Yeah.
That one I think is syndicalism, although I think it's supposed to represent anarcho-communism though, but depending on which way it can more or less be the same thing, depending on how you do it. And then the one to the right of that one is anarcho-mutualism. One to the right of that one is...
I like how anarcho-mutualism's like, so you're using that green space?
Yeah.
No, I interpret the joke as they want to be there to stare at the post-scarcity. So
I know.
Yeah, because
they're gonna get drug up to the socialism won't work until every single place magically submits to it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
no, the communists
they're like
are dangling it in front of them and playing them.
Yeah. Communists gather scarcity to convince them to team up when it's a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like I was gonna say, I usually hang out in like Go Team Purple until I read a Salon article, and then all of a sudden I'm like, this meme's bullshit. I clearly belong in purple.
Yeah. I've been purple, I think, for most of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gone between green and purple because just the fact that I know like all four of these little sects over here, and I was a part of two of them, maybe three, was like, yeah, this rings so many bells.
Yo, Tyro, how friendly are you with this Ralph Retort person?
I know of him. I've been on the main show once. I've been on the guest show a couple times. I don't like know him.
All right. No, well, he didn't respond to me, and then he blocked me out of service, so I'm about to hop up on the cunt stream and put him on blast.
From his server?
Well, I tried the invite that you sent me, and I can't get in, and I tried it through the Discord app, and it said that you're not allowed in the server, so...
Okay. Crud. Okay, well, so the invite works. It's just you were... Wow, how'd you get banned from Ralph? It's really hard to get banned from Ralph's server.
Didn't he kind of go nutso a little while back about Sargon? That's like a really recent thing going around.
Yeah, he's still doing
it. Pissed at him.
Sargon's just laughing it up. I don't know. Sargon's like one of the top dogs with his sub count, so everybody wants to try to bring him down a notch, it seems.
Yeah.
Well, I think as it stands, he is the top dog if we're looking about straight this end of the internet politics.
Yeah.
That Sargon has done a few things to annoy some folks. Like some of the stuff he has said and some of the comments that he's made about other streamers has rubbed people the wrong way. To be fair, Sargon has not done a good job of engendering goodwill.
I'm about to hop out when we start talking about Sargon. It figures. All right, I'll be back in a few minutes, guys.
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna sit here kissing his boot heels and saying he's perfect. Like Makarov 575 and I kind of went into a little thing a while back about it. And in the grand scheme of things, rating him from 1 to 10, where 1 is blindfolded CNN, and 10 is the Justicar with a direct line to the center of the universe. Sargon ranks about a 5.5 to a 5.75.
Wait, what was the scale again? Okay, you lost me a little bit on that one.
This is like in terms of honesty, quality, like the combined honesty, quality, reliability thing.
Okay.
If One is CNN blindfolded.
Okay.
And 10 is the Justicar with a direct line to the center of the universe.
Oh, okay. That's the part I was like, wait, what? Say that again? Okay.
Yeah.
5.5.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the Justicar, by the way, is a YouTuber who I highly respect and, quite frankly, could probably kick all of our combined asses in a debate. He is Spock.
Sounds like fun. All right.
Did you say deist Spock?
No, I said he is Spock.
Oh, I thought you said deist
Yeah.
Spock. I'm like, well.
Does he have a direct line to the to the God Emperor?
Yeah.
He doesn't have it.
I
No,
don't-
he
I
doesn't
don't
have it.
know if he knows Irving.
I'm pretty sure
Oh,
nobody claims to be a deist anymore except for small
Yeah, that's
college
what-
liberals.
Actually,
that-
he does know Irving.
No, you got to be careful. There's a Justicar in Discord and a The Justicar YouTube channel. I'm referencing the latter, not the former.
Oh, okay.
Different Justicar.
You know what? This is YouTube. I could just do a quick description of his name and put it in the channel. Like no shit. You want anyone to steel man a point.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Sargon. I like Sargon. Like when he does This Week in Stupid, and a couple of those other
Basically.
things. I mean, I listen to him, but yeah, he's not very good at debates. He's more script than live. I'm the same way. I'm better with video than I am live. But I'm getting better. But
That's
his
link
personality.
to the Justicar's channel, by the way.
His commentary is usually pretty spot on, like you said, with This Week in Stupid and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, I understand. Like his personality, he's not great with people. He's not.
I like his personality. That appeals to me.
I like his personality as long as I'm not sitting there with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like,
wouldn't want to argue with him about stuff. One, it's because he's bad at debating, but he's smug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
that
why I
English
rank him about a
smug
5.5.
is- I don't know.
I won't ask him to defend anything in person. He should definitely stick to doing the classic YouTube in title of video style stuff. I think he can do that fairly well. However, with that whole recently like trying to go live and stuff, I think he's kind of fallen off. Although he has been gaining ground, what with the whole activism shtick.
Yeah,
He's
and a lot of
doing
people are
something
making-
about it, and I can respect it.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of people they like making fun. I think liberalist is kind of a stupid name, but
I think everybody
He-
kind of
he-
realized
he-
that.
yeah,
It doesn't convey any kind of meaning. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, we have libertarian and we have classical liberal. Pick one of those. You got existing vocabulary
Well,
here.
so the problem is he's not a classical liberal though. He's a social liberal.
Yeah.
I mean, he's against socialism, but he still buys into that John Stuart Mill philosophy of the social contract. And
Yeah, he's a left libertarian, basically.
yeah, I mean,
you
he's
can buy
over there
in the middle without buying into being a social democrat. Is that what you said?
What's wrong?
so- well, we call it being a social liberal. Well, it's because the idea that it's actually a contract is what I'm dismissive of, right?
It's not something you sign. It's implicit. It's
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
get it. No, I get it. But so I'm implicitly imposed to do certain things that I may not otherwise want to do, that don't violate like things.
But I think the idea though is it's
things that don't
mutual.
violate. Well, in theory, but what if? All right, it's one of those things where like if the government steals my car to give everybody bikes, like is that fair?
No, that's taking away your property, and that's another issue entirely.
Well, I mean, government takes away our property all the time, right? It's called taxes, which I'm not one of those people. I would say I'm an anarcho-capitalist philosophically, but I'm also a realist, right? Taxes are a necessary evil right now. You can't just wipe
I
the
actually
rug out.
go even further and say that unless you are completely opposed to the providing of government services, period, taxes can simply be rephrased as the prices of necessary government services. I will completely grant you, however, that government has gone far beyond that in quite a few areas.
Yeah. Like taxes should be collected on the municipal level where your vote matters and where you can adjust it to fit, and then cuts get bumped up the line to for state and
well,
federal.
so that kind of stuff that was the whole idea of federalism, right? So if you don't like it, it's easy to vote with your feet. But that's what I'm saying about social contract, right? Like, so you have universal health care in England, right? Sargon's a huge supporter of universal health care. Well, what if I don't want? I didn't ask for it. I didn't want it, right? But I get to benefit from it, but I don't like it. What if I don't even use it? What if I leave country to get my health care? It doesn't stop me the fact that I have to pay into it. It's those kind of things where I'm just like, it is not an adequate. Well, social contract is not an adequate explanation as to excusing government of using force. Like, I think it's a necessary evil, but it doesn't. It's not a moral justification.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
I'm not as convinced because the classic response is going to be, okay, you don't like it, move.
Well, yeah, I
guess what's forcing you to stay there is going to be your response.
Well, I mean, it's what if I more likely, like, if I own property, I have no abilities to secede even if I wanted to. Like, there's no opt out of the social contract, right? You said I could just move to where? I mean, maybe if I could buy my own island.
Easier said than done, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I said with going back to what they said, or you were talking about having more things dealt with at the municipal level. No, I agree with that, right? Like, if local governments, people want to move someplace and they like what's going on there, they pay in taxes, the local government provides the services. That's different, because if you don't like it, then you can actually feasibly, like, remove yourself from that. It's really difficult.
You can feasibly remove it if it's a country anyway. Quite literally, if you're in England and you don't like it, move to the United States.
Yeah, that's actually really difficult to do. Like,
how badly do you not like it is going to be the response. You have a solution right there. It's difficult, sure, but it's there.
I mean, you can try.
It's not difficult. You just wander over the border.
Yeah, you can also get denied, right? Like, they could just it might just never happen for you.
So move to a country like Uruguay. Nobody goes there.
Uruguay. That's funny.
Yeah, they'll welcome you in. They'll be like, hey, come on in. Nothing better to do.
And if you really don't like it, and there's really no other options,
I mean, you could always.
There's the revolution option.
Yeah, right.
If you don't like it, boot it out.
You could, yeah. That's gonna happen. Especially like the people in England, right? They can't even own guns.
Seriously.
Yeah, that is bullshit that they can't own guns. They can practically own absolutely nothing.
Yeah, you're not allowed to own potato peelers either, apparently. Did you hear about the guy that got cited for that?
I heard about that.
Yeah, that's
I heard about that. Go figure, it was on This Week in Stupid.
Yeah, their refusal to actually deal with the problem. They're talking about not putting points on the knife.
Fucking
like, making it illegal for
you
people
don't
to
need
have points
on a knife for it to be deadly.
So
people are gonna find a way. Like, that's not the issue, right?
Let's ban momentum. How about that?
The reason this is happening,
then no one can ever get hurt again.
The reason it's happening is because they had a large influx of Muslim immigrants from Islam. Yeah, they know what the reason is, and they're all concentrated in certain areas that are certainly no-go zones. So people in that area are walking around with knives, either to fuck up other people in some sort of gang violence or just protect themselves.
Well, nobody even tried to assimilate this large influx of immigrants.
Yeah, well, that's why. I mean, I've told this. I have no problem with immigration, but like, it's got to be at a reasonable rate.
Yeah, it has to be a decent pace and allow time for assimilation.
Yeah, otherwise you're just going to let a whole bunch of people in at one time, and all the problems that they have in their country are going to end up in yours, and that's exactly what's happening.
I usually end up phrasing it in terms of the assimilation point, because I can come to the limit to the I don't want to say quota system. That's not the right word, but you know where I'm going with that, right?
I can enter the diversity lottery, which is what happens.
Well,
diversity lottery.
Well, what I was trying to get at is that I don't want to give the alt-right too much credit on this one. I can come to the conclusion as a byproduct of you need to give time for assimilation. That would also include a capacity as well as a time limit.
Yeah, well, so America doesn't have a Muslim problem, right? Muslims in America, second, third generations, they came here to be Americans. They left that shit behind. Now, you could point out there's isolated incidents of pocket. I mean, there's always going to be fucking crazy people that attach onto that shit.
It happens every now and again.
Yeah,
you know?
but for the most part, Muslims in America aren't a problem. Like, I work with a
I've
Muslim
seen more
that's an
school
apostate.
shootings than ISIS attacks.
Yeah, it's just not an issue here. But part of the reason it's not an issue here is because we were taking in ridiculous percentages of our population per year in Muslim immigrants and letting them congregate in one place, and they're not coming so all these people aren't moving to Britain to be British. They're moving there because
they're economic migrants.
Yeah, well, it's economic migrants. Maybe they're actually refugees, but they don't, it's not like they want to change their way of life and be more British, right? They just want to be somewhere not where they're at.
Even that's a bit of a difficult thing to discern. I remember seeing some old statistics that most of your actual people claiming refugee status are not coming. Like, this was back when Syria was the big thing.
It's about 70% of them are economic migrants. 70 to 80%, somewhere in there.
It gets even more lower when we factor in like a direct war zone where it's very hard to argue that these people don't at least have the clout to claim refugee status.
Yeah, that's the thing. ISIS promised that they're going to sneak in anywhere from a couple hundred to a couple thousand of their fighters in with every refugee wave, every refugee wave that came here.
Well, no, you have lunacy going on in Sweden where you have people that leave, they're refugees or refugees that move to Sweden. They leave Sweden to go fight for ISIS and then come back and they don't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Well, Hungary does something about it.
They're practically giving them fucking medals for serving ISIS and killing people. And then they're letting them just train homegrown ISIS people in Sweden, in Germany, in England, and everywhere else where they fucking settle. That's why there's such an Allahu scare bar whenever Arabs or Muslims come in to different countries, because people are wondering, oh shit, are they actual Arab Muslims that want to become like us, or are they ISIS agents?
I remember a video academic agent put out that actually attempted to
it's my favorite YouTuber. I just got to say that real quick.
He's your favorite?
For his videos right now, he's red pilling the masses.
Who is again?
Academic agent.
Oh yeah, I like him.
He's also teaching people economics, which is where most people are lacking.
I need to catch up on his videos. I haven't watched him in a while.
Yeah. I'll usually check in like every 2 weeks and see if he's put out a good video and then just binge watch him. But he actually put out a video somewhat recently where he actually attempted to try and deconstruct some variables for what do people actually want in Sweden? And he actually looked at migration numbers within your Malmös, Göteborgs, places that are generally considered the immigrants go somewhere. Where are they going to go? And he actually found out that the revealed preferences of Swedes in the area is that no, I don't want to fucking be here at all.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, Denmark is they at least have a government that's on the side of the people. They make it really hard for refugees to end up there. Right? They're not paying people to come, which is really fucked up.
That's why they're not the rape capital of Europe like Sweden is.
Denmark. Denmark.
It's either Sweden or Germany, one of the two.
Denmark knows that they're generous welfare states on shaky grounds, and that they can't have a giant influx of people that are just going to put a strain on it.
In other words, they know the system's failing. They just don't want to admit it.
Yeah, I mean, they don't even Bernie Sanders would go around and be like, we want to be more socialist like Denmark. And I think it was their president came out and said, we're not a socialist country. We're a market economy with a generous social infrastructure.
In other words, hey, dumb socialball, what's the economic plan? What's in economics?
Yeah, they had to go through a long period of market liberalization. It's easier to do individuals pay taxes out the ass, but their corporate income tax rate's super low. Their regulatory burden also dwarfs ours. So yeah, I mean, they're trying to play the balancing game, but they're doing it in the right way and at least making it so that private industry can survive in Denmark.
Yeah. Well, Lo-Fi would be a good one to consult on this. She lives in Denmark.
Yeah, I would be interested to talk to a Dane and how she feels about it.
Yeah. As she said, they experimented with socialism, realized, ooh, that's kind of scary, and backed off from it.
Yeah. Oh, they kicked the Social Democrats out.
And so they combined and merged in a pool of toxic waste and became Angela Merkel.
Yeah, right.
I don't need no. You need something other than toxic waste to make a Merkel.
Yeah, I agree.
No, like to put it into perspective. There was someone in some comment section trying to say that like she's like the 666, like the number of the beast and all that shit. No, the devil has standards.
Yeah.
She looks more like that. You remember that scene in RoboCop where the dude got thrown into the toxic waste? He ran his car in there and comes out and he's all dripping apart.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that's what I pictured.
So what you're saying, she's from a special part of hell that not even Satan himself will walk.
Yes.
No, she's no. Bigger than that. She is super devil.
Yeah, Satan rules over all of hell.
She is not me.
Demons go when they die.
Except
Not
She's from the
super
darkness.
devil. You're too nice for that.
You ain't seen what I've been doing to Death Hyrukin in Discord.
Yeah. I unfortunately got to hear all about it.
Who said that?
I am Excel.
Excel. So you got to hear what we were doing to him in Sir Fluffy Butt's Discord.
Well, shit, maybe I missed some of it if more stuff happened, but that was the whole thing fucking Necro Butcher told me to get on stream for. I told you how that shit started.
Oh, no, not that. No. In Sir Wolfie's Discord, me and some of the slaves, now mind you, on the Discord in there, I'm ranked as a mistress. And I've been like torturing him, tying him up, carrying him around like a suitcase, telling him he will either praise me or like end up meeting the huge rubber dildo.
Gee, but this is exactly what Necro Butcher was bitching at him for.
Oh Lord, insanity. Oh fuck.
Yeah, Burnside knows everything that was going on.
It was fucking funny. Funny fucking shit.
Oh, you missed it. He dropped a cage on me, and so I this is a nice town. Next time, maybe you should surprise me. And I had grabbed Silea's paintball gun and I shot him in the nards with it.
Nice.
And so I hid in one of the many tunnels I had created while I was, trying to find a decent way out. And he decided to go to the right, not knowing I'm a southpaw. And so he's running around in the tunnels in the dark.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
Great.
I don't know anything about this.
Does anyone know if Scooby was actually able to take on that Bronx blogger dude? Did you get on?
However, Bronx Blogger is apparently planning to get on Sinatra's stream, and I think Scooby knows Sinatra, right?
Maybe.
Not sure. I know we've been cool with Drunken Uncle a few times, but I think he forgot about us because I think he genuinely was plastered the one time we did have him on.
It's probably a lot easier to get drunk asses on your stream than.
Yeah.
Last I knew, Drunkle didn't actually drink. He just played the persona.
Okay. Those wine boxings, I was like, you know what? I could see a cheap ass doing that. That's why I gave him the advice to just fucking stab it. I've known people that are like that cheap with alcohol, and they'll just get those wine boxes and just down those for days on end.
All right, we have 2 minutes till, so we're gonna start doing shilling.
Oh yeah, sweet. I was just starting ready to say I got to bounce out of here soon.
Okay.
Yeah, we're about to shill.
All right.
So we will start with you, Excel.
Oh well, I'm Accelerate. I do Pinoid Live every Thursday and Saturday night on my channel because you got a fucking hate speech strike for doing mariachi brands. So check me out, and also check out Tom Pinoid. I think everybody here's probably already subscribed to him.
He still fucking got shafted for that?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's
it's
supposed to
3 months.
rephrase that. Still shafted for that.
Yep.
Fucking hell.
Oh, and apparently Death Hurricane was asking me not to mention what was going on. And
Too late, buddy. Too late.
He's like, Terracin, you'll pay for this at some point. Try it, baby. Try
I'm sad. I don't think you're worried.
it. No, not really. I've been doing this RP thing online for a long time, text RP, and yeah, I got his ass beat. All right, so next is, let me see. Ooh, my Mr. B.
All right, I am the Burnside Film Project. When I'm not working like a dog, you can find me on YouTube, BitSuit, Twitter, and Gab AI. Pretty much everywhere except Twitter, I'm the Burnside Film Project. On Twitter, I'm Burnside_bums. Yeah, I know I was supposed to get Backline up this week. I had to kick that back because I had some personal shit to take care of. So I'll see if I can get that done around the 5th if I'm not too fucking plastered, and if Old Man Rizzo ain't too plastered. I will, as soon as I get my laptop done, be adding more things to Reckless Flaggatry, because I do have to finish up the Imperium of Mankind stuff, because the flag looks great, but the t-shirts look like shit, so I gotta fix those up.
Burnside, that reminds me. There is a Joker off that I have informally decided is going to happen at some point between you and Trippy Poop.
Oh, really? This should be fun. All right, well, fuck yeah, I'm down for that.
Awesome.
Informal Joker off. You could schedule it in my Discord.
All right, cool. All right, Harley, dude, you heard him. This is gonna be fun shit.
Yeah, and I get to judge it. Oh boy.
Now, Tara, in all honesty, you're biased.
No, really, I'm not. I'll say if someone's better.
Okay.
She's just obsessed with me. That's all.
Yeah,
But
I'm
who
obsessed
isn't?
with her.
Yes, that's what made me worried.
No, I can actually be unbiased, because if someone does it better, I'll say it. All right, next we have Sinrise.
Thank you. I do a show with co-host friend of mine, Ryan himself, Saturdays and Wednesdays. It's called Insomnist. I put a little, oops, I can't put a web address because I'm not a mod, but it's Insomnist.
Type in the chat.
And I guess I could just type in the name. Yeah. We're over 100 subs, so we can actually have a custom URL. So check us out.
Yeah, type in the chat. I can give you a wrench.
Oh, I did.
It's not pulling up.
No,
I need you to type in the stream chat, not the side chat.
There you go. Thank you.
You're welcome. As soon as it pulls up, I'll give you a wrench. My shit's being slow. There we go. There you go.
Nice. There you go. I guess that's not a link, but what it is.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
All right, and then we have Jack the motherfucking Cockring.
Uh-oh.
You should come to my channel and watch my laundry.
I still gotta know how the fuck you get so many subs just to watch your fucking laundry.
Laundry. He's got to have some
laundry.
interesting boxes, I bet.
Must be some pretty crazy.
I did an
laundry.
all socks load the other day, so
Wow.
you can just watch my socks. Some winter socks, some summer socks, a little bit of everything. No, I don't know. I guess it's relaxing. People kind of like the white noise effect of the sound. So it's very trance-like. I guess that's got an appeal.
Racist. White noise, nothing.
For some reason, Irving already left. Next, we have the bartender.
Hi, I'm the resident Protestant / resident Butters / Irving's resident cheerleader and focuser when he's drunk. I do not have a YouTube channel of my own. I generally lurk around the Chaos120 streams and whatnot. I have a Discord now that I've been posting for the Chaos Cast and people who join. Check your chat message sidebars for an invite. Link expires in 1 day.
All right, and now we have Tyro.
Hello. So apologies for being silent for much of the stream. I was helping Scooby, trying to get him against that Blancs blogger who I really don't like that guy.
Call him a faggot, then we can all agree.
Well, I don't know. I think that's an insult to gay people, you know. Anyway,
and I don't want to be his fly.
you say that? I say that's an insult to cigarettes.
Oh, there we go. Okay. That is also fair. 2 streams possibly doing tomorrow. I've got one around 8 p.m. Central with Ace. We're going to be discussing conspiracy theories. Then I have another one. Lo-Fi got yet another channel strike. So she has started a 3rd channel called Secret Sausage. She'll hopefully be able to do streaming on it tomorrow. If so, we will finally do that Farmlands thing. We weren't able to do it today because her channel got struck. So it was like,
you're gonna watch it. You're gonna watch it and comment, or
right? Yeah. So all 3 of us. So it's her, Zell, and myself, and all 3 of us have seen it. So we're gonna watch it through my circle, pause it, comment on it. Don't know the time. Probably like 4 or 5 p.m. Central.
Definitely gonna check that out.
Hopefully, the 3rd time's the charm, and she finally gets the Google police to show up at her doorstep.
Yeah.
Oh
no. The EU proactively charges her taxes for citing Lauren's Southern stuff.
Oh, for crying out loud. Fucking EU.
Yeah, we remember that all article nonsense.
Yeah, that's
true.
Know,
if there's any country that needs a fucking revolution, it's that country. Everyone needs to just overthrow the EU.
Wait, Europe's not a country.
Britain might as well be.
Britain needs a revolution. The last time France tried it, they ended up murdering each other.
Yeah, just have the UK declare war on the EU, and we'll go from there. Then we'll resurrect Patton, and he can charge in there.
No, you don't need to resurrect Patton. You have Hungary and Viktor Orban.
That's true. We do. We have Hungary and Poland. Poland can actually win this time. Hey, let's do that. Okay. Anyway,
I think the sum total of EU countries leading the resistance are various countries over in Eastern Europe, the UK if they get their shit together, Italy, Spain, and I think there's one other somewhere.
Yeah, maybe Greece. Maybe Greece.
Spain's a wild card because Spain's trying to get independent, and Catalonia in Spain is acting as if it is independent from Spain as a whole. So it might fracture into 2 countries.
Catalonia has always done that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully we can do a stream. If not, we'll probably just have to do it next weekend. I really want to do that stream because Farmlands is a great documentary. I want to hype it as much as I can. I want to do a commentary thing. You know, it's a really, really good thing, and that's why I keep pushing it. And if you get sick of me hyping it, let me know. But I still get people who tell me, wait, that's come out? Oh, I didn't hear about that. And so I know it's still good to promote. But hopefully we get to do that tomorrow, if not next week. But conspiracy stream tomorrow evening. I'm looking forward to that. That should happen.
All right. And of course, I am Tara Sin, your beautiful, intelligent, talented, charming, and horny host. Thank you for coming to the Chaos120 Burnside Once a Gay Ken doll stream.
God damn it, woman!
Where did we come up with this name now?
She always does this to fuck with me because of all the Gator references.
I live in Florida. He fucks with me with the whole Florida man and fucking gators and shit like that. So I get him back this
right back every time she gets to stream.
So this is Tara's vengeance for her state being retarded, and you pick up on it.
So Burnside wants that Ken doll with the promise ring, quote unquote. That was actually the cock ring. Is that what you want?
Yep, and I actually own one.
Oh, really?
Oh,
wow, they're rare, I think.
It's worth $250, and that's actually down from the $500 because the box is damaged.
Oh, I see. Wow.
Yeah, I collect dolls, so I know how much they're worth. I
Wait,
actually have a couple.
The gay Ken
Yes.
doll's box is damaged?
Yep, water damage.
Oh, huh? Yeah, water. Yeah.
No, really, my bathtub flowed into the wall when I was younger, and I kept my dolls lined up next to a bookshelf, and it came through the wall and damaged the box on several dolls.
Who designed your house?
Yeah, that's not where the
Jesus.
wire's supposed to go, I think.
We have established she lives in Florida.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Bath salts, got it.
Hurricanes.
Dude, be careful with the
Violent
bath salts,
fucking
man.
hurricane.
You might eat somebody's face off.
I'm still needing
Sunrise, you didn't shill, did you?
let's see, $100.
Thank you.
Still needing about $100 to get my sewing machine. The links are in the description. As soon as I get my PayPal going again, I'll be changing the links, but they'll still be for me. I'm hoping maybe I can get Jack the Cockring to do a stream with me tomorrow at around 5 p.m. my time. Is that possible,
maybe.
Jack?
That's a definite maybe. I have to install a toilet tomorrow, and depending on how awful that goes, so 50-50.
Just make sure they clean out the shit before you get to it.
Oh no, it's a brand new install. There was never one there before.
Okay.
And I've never installed one before, so
I can tell I
From
can
what
tell
I
you
understand, it's not that hard.
well, we have to put the piping in too.
Okay, that's different.
I actually took a class in home construction. Piping shouldn't be too difficult as long as you ensure that all the pipes are properly installed.
Never done it before, so we'll find out.
Trust me on this. Cleaning out a clogged toilet at a bar is worse than that.
Oh yeah. I mean, this room has never been a bathroom, and we're putting one in.
Oh
So
yeah. No. I was referencing the fact that I actually had to hand unclog one of those things because our plumbing was shit.
That's somebody else's job. That's Charlie work. I don't do that.
Nope.
Fire me. Nope.
I was
Call
a
Roto-Rooter.
dishwasher, and that was my job somehow.
Nope, fuck
Nope.
that. Call Roto-Rooter.
Burn it to the
That is
ground.
unsanitary. You're a dishwasher and you're supposed to be in the kitchen. That is unsanitary, and you can
Well,
actually.
that's
call
why I
the
put on a
department that.
glove. Jeez.
I don't care.
See, you should have stripped naked, put on some rubber gloves, and be like, "I got this." And then they'll be like, "No, maybe we shouldn't have you do that."
See, you guys are fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna hop out of here though. Thanks for having me on, guys. I think Stevie's the one that invited me, but yeah, my ass is it's past my bedtime, dude. I'm gonna go to fucking sleep.
Go get you.
All right, you go to sleep.
Bye,
Yeah,
Excel.
take care.
Later.
And we're going to go ahead and close this off. Thank you for joining us, and have a good night. Bye, cyberspace.
Bye, guys.